Folding the last box shut, dust on the windowsill. Sun draws lines on the hardwood floor, everything standing still. I trace the mark where our coat rack hung, that tiny ghost in the paint. You say we'll be fine, we always are, but your voice comes out so faint. Here's the key on the counter, cool as the day we moved in. Last little shimmer of proof that we ever lived in the same skin. When I let go, it's over, just metal and memory. Goodbye to the door we called our own. Goodbye to you and me. We used to hang Sunday on that hook beside your busted cap, coffee steam and your tired jokes, map unfolded in your lap. Now every room is an echo chamber, names carved in wet cement. I run my thumb down the number tag like it means what it once meant. Here's the key on the counter, cool as the day we moved in. Last little shimmer of proof that we ever lived in the same skin. When I let go, it's over, just metal and memory. Goodbye to the door we called our own. Goodbye to you and me. What breaks first? The ring, the frame, the lease. I never thought it would be this small piece of silver turning in my hand, like it's asking where we'll land. Here's the key on the counter, cool as the day we moved in. Last little shimmer of proof that we ever lived in the same skin. When I walk out, it's over, just a room someone else will see. Landlord signs the line and smiles, but it's a funeral to me. Same corner table, two chipped cups between our hands, steam curls like old questions. You stared straight past my plans. There's the coffee stains from when you laughed and spilled on me. Funny how this small dark circle holds more truth than we could speak. I'm back in the cafe where we had our first fight. Same crooked sugar jar, same flickering light, but a different heart sits here tonight. A different heart sits here tonight. You said you hated endings, I said I hated wasting time. We both raised our voices till the barista drew the line. Now the chairs are all in place, like nothing ever shook this room. Only I know every silence was a seed of what we'd lose. I'm back in the cafe where we had our first fight. Same sugar jar. Same flickering light, but a different heart sits here tonight. A different heart sits here tonight. I trace our names carved in the table edge, half-faded letters, a half-kept pledge. I thought this place would break me again, but I breathe you out with every sip I take. I'm back in the cafe where we had our first fight. Same crooked sugar jar, same flickering light, but a different heart sits here tonight. Yeah, a different heart sits here tonight. Same corner table, one quiet cup, cool and slow. I leave the stains and the memories and walk out alone, letting go. Bought a cake pan one October, said we'll need this someday soon. I laughed and traced your knuckles in the quiet living room. On the shelf there's still that ribbon from a party that we planned. Dates we circled in a notebook, now they fade like ink on hands. All the anniversaries we never got to keep, candles that we never lit, wishes that stayed asleep, all the little milestones that never learned our names. I carry them like postcards from a town we never claimed. Still picture crowded tables, friends pretending not to stare. You in that pale blue sweater, tugging gently at your hair. There's a bottle in the kitchen we were saving for 1 year. Now it watches from the corner, growing older with our fears. All the anniversaries we never got to keep, candles that we never lit, wishes that stayed asleep, all the bare and borrowed days we thought we'd frame someday. I carry them like footsteps on a road that slipped away. I still mark the mornings you once promised we would share, tiny crosses on the calendar like you might meet me there. Oh, time keeps turning pages but leaves your corners blank. I toast the air in front of me and whisper what we never drank. All the anniversaries we never got to keep, candles that we never lit, wishes that stayed asleep, all the soft imagined years folding quietly inside. I carry them like flowers pressed between the days you died. breath hanging, small and pale. Blueprints into crooked rows, where we laughed and dragged our heels. You turn once just to wave, gloves pressed flat against your face. I don't move, I just watch as the white drifts find our trace. Snow over our footprints, cover what we can't rewrite. Nature takes our outlines, one small silence at a time. Snow over our footprints, soft, indifferent kind, till the path we thought we owned slips quietly from sight. Porch light hums, faint and warm, on the car we never drive. Salt stains on the welcome mat, old mail piled to the side. I whisper your name too low for the window glass to mind. Outside, every careful step loses shape before my eyes. Snow over our footprints, cover what we can't rewrite. Nature takes our outlines, one small silence at a time. Snow over our footprints, soft, indifferent kind, till the path we thought we owned slips quietly from sight. Maybe this is mercy, not cruel, just clean, taking what we etched there, giving back a field of sleep. Snow over our footprints, cover what we can't rewrite. Nature takes our outlines, one small silence at a time. Snow over our footprints, soft, indifferent kind, till the driveway, till our story is a single sheet of white. Found you in a paperback box, between old letters and a boarding pass, pressed in a page I'd stopped on your name. Guess some chapters weren't meant to last. Hold you up to the kitchen light, brown and brittle where red once stayed, one small stem from a crowded room. You swore you'd never fade. Dried rose valentine, petals fall like your alibis. Every touch, another tiny lie. Snow on a July night. Dried rose valentine, I keep asking where the color died. On my floor, all your promises breaking at my side. You said keep it, it'll bloom again. I laughed and pinned it above my bed, watched it darken while we pulled apart. Funny what I missed above my head. Now this kitchen feels too big for one cup cooling by the sink. I brush the edges, they turn to dust, like every future you made me think. Dried rose valentine, petals fall like your alibis. Every touch, another tiny lie. Snow on a July night. Dried rose valentine, I keep asking where the color died. On my floor, all your promises breaking at my side. I sweep the crumbs of you into my trembling hand. Hold my breath like that could hold back the sand. You were the water, I was the vase. Now all that's left is paper where there once was grace. Dried rose valentine, petals fall like your alibis. Every touch, another tiny lie. Snow on a July night. Dried rose valentine, I keep asking where the color died. On my floor, all your promises breaking at my side. One last petal on the page we signed. I let it go. You're no longer mine. There was a joke about the weather. You told it twice that year. I still recall the crooked smile, but not the sound I used to hear. The coffee steam between us, your hand around my cup. I trace the rim and try to find that faded echo rising up. I don't remember your laugh anymore, just the way your shoulders shook. I can see your eyes go bright, but the sound's been quietly shook loose. Like a song I knew by heart, now it's only half a score. I don't remember your laugh, I don't remember your laugh anymore. Friends still say your name in stories. They pause, they wait for me. I nod along and paint the air with what I think it used to be. I hear the kettle on the burner, the hallway floorboards breathe. Every little creak grows louder, but your old laughter will not leave. I don't remember your laugh anymore, just the way your shoulders shook. I can see your eyes go bright, but the sound's been quietly shook loose. Like a song I knew by heart, now it's only half a score. I don't remember your laugh, I don't remember your laugh anymore. Maybe it slipped out the window the night we left things unsaid. Maybe it's buried in a box with letters under the bed. I press my ear to the silence, hope it comes back clear. But all I get is my own breath and the space place you left right here. Oh, I don't remember your laugh anymore. Just the way your shoulders shook. I can see your eyes go bright, but the sound's been quietly shook loose. Like a song I knew by heart, now it's only half a score. I don't remember your laugh. I don't remember your laugh anymore. They changed the carpet since that day. New pattern, same old gray. I trace the line where you let go. Boarding pass shaking in your coat. But I'm still standing at the gate where I lost you. Watching strangers do what we couldn't do. All the colors here have shifted, but the ache has not moved. I'm still waiting at the place where I watched you walk away like you had to, yeah. The carpet's all brand new, but it's stained with you. Announcements echo overhead, wrong language in my chest instead. They call a number, I hear your name. Funny how quiet feels the same, 'cause I'm still standing at the gate where I lost you. Watching strangers do what we couldn't do. All the colors here have shifted, but the ache has not moved. I'm still waiting at the place where I watched you walk away like you had to, yeah. The carpet's all brand new, but it's stained with you. Maybe you don't think of it now, do you? Row of seats, that busted view. I've tried departures, I've tried arrivals, but every flight leads back here too. I'm still standing at the gate where I lost you. Watching strangers do what we couldn't do. All the colors here have shifted, but the ache has not moved. So I keep waiting at the place where I watched you walk away like you had to, yeah. The carpet's all brand new, but my heart's still here, still stained with you. Cold air on a canvas tote, list in my pocket, half a joke. Stalls lined up like crooked teeth, steam from cups quiet street. You used to love that corner stand. Old tin buckets, farmers' hands, sun-tired petals, red and blue, chalk price smudges, morning dew. I see your flowers in paper cradled, stems all pressed. I buy them anyway, though no one's here to be impressed. Carry them home through slow September rain and haze, and place them by the window in the empty vase. Old man nods, he doesn't ask, wraps them careful, works his task, says they're late this year under his breath. I just nod, scared of what's left. I see your flowers in paper cradled, stems all pressed. I buy them anyway, though no one's here to be impressed. Carry them home through slow September rain and haze, and place them by the window in the empty vase. Books on the table, spine cracked, waiting, kettle on low, softly complaining. Petals tilt toward fading light, colors holding tight. I see your flowers like little echoes on the shelf. I buy them anyway, a quiet promise to myself. Read through the evening while the colors softly fade. You're somewhere in the silence and the empty vase. Sitting on the bedroom floor, buttons in a little glass jar, sleeves you used to borrow, folded in the back of my heart. Wire halos on the carpet catch the dust in the late afternoon. Every empty shape around me feels like it remembers you. Closet full of quiet, where your colors used to live. Every hanger holds the outline of a promise you once gave. I reach into the space, but there's only air and thread. Closet full of quiet, like the hollow in my chest. Found a ticket in the corner from a movie we never saw. You were laughing in the hallway, said we'd go when things slowed down. Now the rail is just a straight line running through the quiet of this room, like the plans we kept on talking till they faded out of tune. Closet full of quiet, where your colors used to live. Every hanger holds the outline of a promise you once gave. I reach into the space, but there's only air and thread. Closet full of quiet, like the hollow in my chest. Maybe I'll fill it up with sunlight, folding little pieces of today. Teach these tired walls a new life where your shadow doesn't stay. But tonight I sit here barefoot, tracing circles on the floor, letting every missing sweater be the ache I can't ignore. Closet full of quiet, where your colors used to live. Every hanger holds the outline of a promise you once gave. I reach into the space, but there's only air and thread. Closet full of quiet, like the hollow in my chest. Like the hollow in my chest. I scroll through the weeks we wrote, little blue blocks in a careful row. Your dentist at 10, my late night flight, dinner with friends on a Tuesday night. I press and I hold your name, tiny vibrations, then a warning frame. Are you sure you want this gone? Feels like I'm erasing where we came from. Blank white squares, where our tomorrows used to live. All those colors disappear, as if we never planned a thing. I let them fade, watch every promise slip to air. No more us, just empty days, just blank white squares. There's a movie we'll never see, your cousin's wedding, your call to me, notes in the margins, don't be late, tiny reminders of a different fate. Blank white squares, where our tomorrows used to live. All those colors disappear, as if we never planned a thing. concrete squares where our tomorrows used to live. All those colors disappear as if we never planned a thing. I let them fade softly. I'm learning how to bear life in quiet, open days, just blank white squares. Mug by the sink, lipstick ring, water rings. I fold the towel like I learned from you. Steam on the glass fades and comes back, and there you are in the smallest things. Your toothbrush in the holder, leaning where you left it last. Bristles wearing out in quiet days and weeks that drift and pass. I reach like I might move it, but my hand just falls away. I can change the sheets and photos, not that little lonesome trace. Mail in a stack, your name still in the black. I brew too much tea, set 2 cups out of habit. Window half cracked, old scarf on the rack. Every doorway still expects your shadow. Your toothbrush in the holder, leaning where you left it last. Bristles wearing out in quiet days and weeks that drift and pass. I reach like I might move it, but my hand just falls away. I can box up clothes and letters, not that little lonesome trace. Friends say time will clean this place, like dust along the baseboards, but some things feel like anchors in a house that's mostly air. Maybe someday I'll be ready to drop it in the trash. Till then it keeps the silence from echoing too fast. Your toothbrush in the holder, leaning where you left it last. Bristles wearing out in quiet, like my anger, like my grasp. I reach like I might move it, but my hand just falls away. I can live through every morning with that little lonesome trace. Plastic basket, Friday night, fluorescent hum, that tired light. Coupon crumpled in my hand. I see your box there by the cans. Big red sticker, half off now. I almost laugh, then look around. Same bright colors closed childhood shelf, I reach and pull you to myself. So I take you home and hide you on the highest wooden rail, like a postcard from a life I still remember in detail. Every morning I walk past you, tell myself I'm doing well. Guess I'm not that hungry yet for cereal on the shelf. Pantry door with the squeaky hinge, stacked up jars along the fringe, your cardboard edges crisp and straight, a quiet promise I inflate. I boil coffee, toast some bread, let the silence fill my head. Could pour a bowl, could start again, but I just straighten you instead. So I take you home and hide you on the highest wooden rail, like a postcard from a life I still remember in detail. Every morning I walk past you, tell myself I'm doing well. Guess I'm not that hungry yet for cereal on the shelf. Maybe one day I'll be standing bare feet on the kitchen tile, rip the top and feel it open, let the sweetness stay a while. But tonight I close the cupboard like I'm closing on myself, leave you waiting in the quiet, cereal on the shelf. Yeah, I take you home and hide you on the highest wooden rail, little altar to a version of a me that didn't fail. Every morning I walk past you like a secret I don't tell. Guess I'm not that hungry yet for cereal on the shelf. Still waiting on the shelf. You left your scarf on the second kitchen chair, still smells like cinnamon and cold December air. I stack the cards we never bothered to send, fold up the recipes for dishes we won't make again. I'm taking down the lights on the balcony, one burnt out bulb for every memory. You said next year we'll add another string. Now it's just me with this tangled thing. I wind them slow around my hand like I could hold the time we had, till the last soft glow slips out of sight. I'm taking down the last of us tonight. The potted tree leans toward the window glass, brown at the edges, still too stubborn to pass. Your mug with the snowflakes, lip print faint and cracked. I turn it in circles and put it way in the back. I'm taking down the lights on the balcony, one burnt out bulb for every I'm taking down the last of us tonight. Funny how the quiet makes every small sound ring. The click of the switch, the rustle of plastic and tin. I whisper your name to nobody there. Let the cold night rush in through the open air. Oh, I'm taking down the lights on the balcony. One burnt out bulb for every memory. You said next year we'll add another string. Now it's just me with this tangled thing. I wind them slow around my hand, then let them fall back in the can. Close the door on that soft and light. I'm turning off what's left of us tonight. You left your coffee cup on the second-hand nightstand, the print fading like the lines in my hand. I still know the creak of the board by the door, every step a quiet echo of the way things were before. So I'm folding all the what-ifs in a drawer. I promised myself I'd never open anymore. Little notes and half-shared plans, ticket stubs and wedding bands, all the ways we almost could have been, tucked away where I won't touch them again. Your sweater on the chair smells like rain and gasoline. We were heading somewhere, somewhere in between. I trace our old dreams on the frost of the glass, watch them melt and drip back into the past. So I'm folding all the what-ifs in a drawer. I promised myself I'd never open anymore. Little notes and half-shared plans, ticket stubs and wedding bands, all the ways we almost could have been, tucked away where I won't touch them again. One day I'll move that dresser to another quiet wall. Maybe I'll forget what's buried underneath it all. But tonight this house is breathing your name in every room, and I'm standing in the hallway trying not to look at you. So I'm folding all the what-ifs in a drawer. I promised myself I'd never open anymore. Little notes and half-shared plans, ticket stubs and wedding bands, all the ways we almost could have been, tucked away where I won't touch them again. All the way Dust on the picture frames, coffee rings on the wooden table, names in the mail still the same, but the walls feel unstable. Cardboard waiting in a line, labels written in a shaky hand. Every book from another time takes more space than I'd planned. These moving boxes by the door stack like years upon the floor, each one heavier than before. Life in folded corners, I'm learning how to leave it all in bubble wrap and paper small. If I can lift it, I won't fall. Just one more box and one more. Sweaters from forgotten snow, pressed between the summer dresses. Ticket stubs from long ago, crowded in with old addresses. Keys that never fit the locks, love notes yellow at the edges. Every promise in a box, quiet as unspoken pledges. These moving boxes by the door stack like years upon the floor, each one heavier than before. Life in folded corners, I'm learning how to leave it all in bubble wrap and paper small. If I can lift it, I won't fall. Just one more box and one more. I fold the past along the seams. Take your time, take your time. Seal it with a silver line. If every room holds old daydreams, which ones were ever mine? These moving boxes by the door stack like years upon the floor, each one heavier than before. Life in folded corners, I'm learning how to leave it all in bubble wrap and paper small. If I can lift it, I won't fall. Just one more box and one more. Glass door sighs as I walk in. Tiny bell shakes in the air. Ring box open in my hand, like I'm holding all our years there. They set it on the scale. Call out a number just to wait. More than metal, asks, was it a gift? I just smile and say, it was a dream. He scribbles down a price, never asked what it used to mean. They set it on the scale, call out a number, just a weight, more than metal, more than stone. But they only see a carrot and a grade. I watch our vows turn back to change as they slide it all away. More than metal, more than metal to me. My finger feels so strangely light, like the sun came up on the wrong side of night. I sign my name, hands barely still, learning how to live with an empty will. They set it on the scale, call out a number, just a weight, more than metal, more than stone. But they only see a carrot and a grade. I watch my heart turn back to change as they slide it all away. More than metal, more than metal than they'll ever see. Glass door closes, world carries on. I walk out holding everything that's gone. Dust on the cover, dog-eared page at 23. Photo note in the margin. You once wrote for me. Tiny coffee circles stain the jacket, faded blue. I keep it right where you left it, like it's still holding you. So I leave your favorite book on the shelf, spine leaning quiet against everything else. I know these words by heart. I don't need to turn a page, but I can't put it away. Can't put you away. Lamp in the corner throws a halo on that road. I walk past in the evenings, act like I don't know how the air gets heavier when my fingers brush that name. I whisper, maybe later, but later never came. So I leave your favorite book on the shelf, spine leaning quiet against everything else. I know these words by heart. I don't need to turn a page, but I can't put it away. Can't put you away. Some stories lose their color, some stories fade with time, but yours keeps living in the silence between that title and the outline. So I leave your favorite book on the shelf, spine leaning quiet against everything else. I know these words by heart. I don't need to turn a page, but I can't put it away. Can't put you away. I can't put it away. Can't put you away. I held my thumb on your name till the little trash can turned red. Watched it vanish from the screen, but it stayed in my head. I still feel that tiny pause after every lonely ring, like I'm waiting on your hello that never changed a thing. I can delete your number, but not the way it felt to dial. All those midnight trembling calls, praying you would stay a while. I can wipe you from the glass, but you're still written in my hands. Your number, not your name, is the map of who I am. I still trace those faded keys, 143, that secret code. Every shortcut, every speed dial, like worn tracks in the snow. I erased the last text you sent, but my body still replies to a sound that isn't ringing, to a ghost on the line. I can delete your number, but not the way it felt to dial. All those midnight trembling calls, praying you would stay a while. I can wipe you from the glass, but you're still written in my hands. Your number, not your name, is the map of who I am. Friends say just move on, like it's clearing out a drawer. But how do you lose a habit you don't have? pattern in my fingers. It's your echo in my chest. I took you out of favorites. You stayed in all the rest. I can delete your number, but not the way it felt to dial. Every breath before you spoke, every silence, every smile. I can clear my call all clean, but you're still ringing through my plans. Your number, not your name, still written in my hands. Passed by that corner on Maple, windows still fogged from the rain, barista still writing small hearts in the phone, like they did when they knew our names. You'd steal the first sip, eyes laughing. I'd warm my fingers on yours. One chipped white mug between two tired hands. Back when love lived in the ordinary chores. Now I'm driving past the coffee shop where we used to share one cup between two hands. Steam on the glass, your head on my shoulder, like we had more time than plans. I could pull over, but I just keep rolling past the place where our days began, past the coffee shop where we shared one cup between two hands. They changed the sign, but not the curtains. Same crooked open at 9. I swear I catch your reflection sometimes in that faded special today sign. There's your seat by the smudged old window, empty, but I see your sweater there, sleeves pulled down, tracing rings on the table, like a prayer you forgot in the air. Now I'm driving past the coffee shop where we used to share one cup between two hands. Steam on the glass, your head on my shoulder, like we had more time than plans. I could pull over, but I just keep rolling past the place where our days began, past the coffee shop where we shared one cup between two hands. Funny how the smallest things hold cracked old cup, a crooked chair, the ghost of how you left. I turn the key, the engine sighs, the world keeps changing brands, but I still taste that bittersweet. One cup between two hands. So I'm driving past the coffee shop where we used to share one cup between two hands. Steam on the glass, your head on my shoulder, like we had more time than plans. I could turn back, but the light is changing, and the past won't understand. So I drive past our coffee shop with an empty cup and colder hands. Folded corners, ink that bled in rain, coffee stains from those slow Sunday mornings. Your crooked handwriting shakes in my hand. Little ghost of us I can't stand. So I'm burning the letters you wrote me in the backyard, barefoot in the grass, watching all your careful sentences turn to sparks and ash. Every line you ever promised lifts up like a quiet goodbye, as the smoke carries your words, carries your words to the sky. Mismatched pages flare in orange light, your eye misuse curl into the night. My shadow flickers on the weathered fence. You once called me brave, now I'm just tense. I'm burning the letters you wrote me in the backyard, barefoot in the grass, watching all your careful sentences turn to sparks and ash. Every line you ever promised lifts up like a quiet goodbye, as the smoke carries your words, carries your words to the sky. I thought I'd be screaming, but the crickets sing instead. I whisper your name once and let it leave my chest. I keep burning the letters you wrote me, little bonfire of our old life, watching all your careful sentences finally lose their bite. Every line you ever promised floats up where carries your words. Yeah, the smoke carries your words, carries your words to the sky. Rest on the rail, cold on my knees. Same crooked skyline, same tired breeze. Paper cup cooling between my hands. I trace our initials in the concrete sand. I'm on the fire escape where we watch the glow. All of the windows burn in their rows. The view hasn't changed at all, but somehow I know I'm not the girl I was in that fire escape glow. You said forever, like it was small, like it could fit on this narrow wall. Now it's just traffic and a siren's cry. Your jacket's still hanging, but it's not my size. I'm on a fire escape where we watch the glow. All of the windows burn in their rows. The view hasn't changed at all, but somehow I know I'm not the girl I was in that fire escape glow. Funny how distance can live in one place, how a single step sideways can empty the space. I whisper your name just to hear what it does. It lands like a stranger on the tongue that it was. I'm on a fire escape where we watch the glow. All of the windows burn in their rows. The view hasn't changed at all, but somehow I know I'm not the girl I was in that fire escape glow. One last deep breath, then I rise, then I go, leave the night where it is, in that fire escape glow. Found the playlist in an old glove box, cracked screen light on the dash. Every song like a home movie, playing back the things we had. Your sweatshirt still on the backseat, coffee stains on the map. I hit play in the highway, but I can't bring you back. I still know every word, every line you love to too quiet, with your part missing now. All these verses and choruses, I could sing them straight through. Still the loudest thing I hear is the silence beside you. You'd skip tracks till the chorus hit, swaying wild at red lights. Windows down, you would drown me out off key, but it felt right. Now the hook hits and my voice breaks on the note you used to take. I leave space where your laugh should fall. It's a song I can't remake. I still know every word, every line you love to shout, but the car feels too quiet, with your part missing now. All these verses and choruses, I could sing them straight through. Still the loudest thing I hear is the silence beside you. I rewind that tiny harmony you made up. Hear you messing up the rhyme, then cracking up. I keep driving past our exit like I used to do, trying to outrun the ending, but it ends back at you. I still know every word, every line you love to shout, but the car feels too quiet, with your part missing now. All these verses and choruses fade like taillights in the blue, and the saddest song I play is this drive without you. I still know every pew, every window, dust on the hymns, on the frame, your name in the margin of a program, folded and creased just the same. I'm standing at the altar of almost, where we almost said always and then. All the petals turned to paper, but the dream stayed green within. All the candles turned to shadows on stone, and the flowers lie colorless cold at the altar of almost. I'm still letting you go, still holding on. Veil in a box in my closet, ring in a drawer tucked away here. Just the echo of a promise, soft as the dust when I pray. I'm standing at the altar of almost, where we almost said always and then. All the petals turned to paper, but the dream stone, and the flowers lie colorless cold at the altar of almost. I'm still letting you go, still holding on. I bought a pack from the corner stand, said I'd clip before I began. On the steps where you used to wait, I strike a match just to hesitate. I light a cigarette, though I don't smoke, just to watch the smoke curl like the ghost of your hand. Rising, reaching, then it breaks, then it's gone again. I chase the shape you made in the air, but there's nothing I can hold, only ashes that land, and the ghost of your hand. You used to talk with your fingers more, tracing shapes on my back, keeping score. Now the cold is a quiet friend, so I breathe you in and out again. I light a cigarette, though I don't smoke, just to watch the smoke curl like the ghost of your hand. Rising, reaching, then it breaks, then it's gone again. I chase the shape you made in the air, but there's nothing I can hold, only ashes that land, and the ghost of your hand. Maybe I'll stop when the pack runs out, maybe I'll stop when I stop counting days, but everything gray ribbon draws your outline on the haze. I light a cigarette, though I don't smoke, just to watch the smoke curl like the ghost of your hand. Rising, reaching, then it breaks, then it's gone again. I chase the shape you made in the air, but there's nothing I can hold, only ashes that land, and the ghost